moon hung high in the inky black sky. As I drove along the desolate country road, the only source of light being the beams from my car's headlights, cutting through the darkness. It was well past midnight, and I was returning home after a long day's work. Little did I know that this journey would lead me to a horrifying encounter that would forever haunt my nightmares. As I navigated the winding road, a sense of unease settled upon me. The eerie silence was broken only by the faint sound of my engine and the occasional rustling of leaves in the cold night breeze. I couldn't shake off the feeling that I was being watched, a sensation of eyes boring into the back of my skull. I glanced at the rearview mirror, but the reflection revealed nothing out of the ordinary. Trying to calm my racing heart, I turned up the volume on the radio, hoping the music would drown out my unease. The familiar tunes filled the car, but even the comforting melodies couldn't dispel the mounting tension that hung in the air. The road stretched out endlessly before me, a solitary path leading deeper into the heart of the unknown. Suddenly, without warning, the radio crackled with static and died out completely. Panic surged through me as the silence returned, enveloping me like a suffocating shroud. I fumbled with the controls, desperately trying to revive the radio, but it remained lifeless and silent. A cold sweat formed on my brow as I realized I was truly alone in the darkness. Continuing my journey in silence, my senses heightened, alert to any signs of danger. The shadows seemed to dance along the edges of the road, taking on monstrous shapes and leering faces. I blinked, trying to dispel the illusion, but the grotesque figures persisted, growing more menacing with each passing moment. As I rounded a bend, my headlights caught sight of a dilapidated house nestled amongst the trees. Its broken windows and decaying facade gave it an ominous air. A chill ran down my spine, and my instinct urged me to drive faster, to escape this nightmarish place. But something compelled me to investigate further, to face whatever horror awaited within. I pulled over, my heart pounding in my chest, and cautiously approached the old house. The front door creaked open, as if beckoning me to enter. The darkness swallowed the interior, and I hesitated on the threshold, paralyzed by fear and curiosity. With a deep breath, I stepped inside, my footsteps echoing through the abandoned halls. The air was heavy with the stench of decay and dampness. I traversed the labyrinthine corridors, my eyes scanning the rooms for any sign of life. The silence weighed upon me, broken only by the distant sound of my own footsteps. Suddenly, a chilling wind swept through the house, extinguishing the flickering candlelight that lined the walls. In the suffocating darkness, I felt a presence, a malevolent force closing in around me. Panic surged through my veins as I groped blindly for an exit, my fingers grazing against cold, decaying walls. Just as despair threatened to consume me, a faint glow emanated from a nearby room. Hope flickered within me as I stumbled toward the light. The room revealed a solitary mirror, its glass cracked and tarnished. In its reflection, I caught a glimpse of my own terrified face. But there was something more, an ethereal figure lurking behind me. Its twisted features and soulless eyes sent shivers down my spine. In a moment of sheer terror, I turned to confront the specter, but the room was empty. The figure had vanished, leaving only a lingering sense of malevolence. Sweat drenched my brow as I fled from the house, my mind racing with the horrors I had witnessed. As I reached the safety of my car, the engine roared to life, and I sped away from the accursed place. The road stretched before me, no longer an endless abyss, but a path leading me back to the realm of the living. The horrors of that midnight encounter would forever haunt me, a chilling reminder that darkness lurks where we least expect it, ready to consume those who dare to venture into its depths.